Hey guys, we are back with Mummy's Mask week 5, probably, hopefully. Pretty sure it's week 5, right?
It
Yeah, it
is
seems like week 5.
week 5.
Yep, sounds good. Alright, excellent. I am, of course, the Dark Hand of Fate. I've returned to finish what I started last week. I'm killing the players. Some people may think I'm joking, I'm not. They're very close to being dead.
Again.
Again.
As usual.
We enjoy
For
it.
the third time in the same house.
We're gonna have to
Hey.
rename ourselves to the Platinum Resurrection.
The Platinum Resurrection.
Hey, if we break the old high score, we make more. Our names just go up on the list. So
That's not how it works. This isn't an arcade game.
why not?
This is an RPG. It's gonna be the new rate of winner. Yeah, exactly how it works. Jeff, how are you doing this week? I heard that you killed all of your fish. That's why they're not behind you, and you're currently eating them.
No, the fish are in the other room. The fish that I'm eating are from the Gulf of Mexico, so they're covered in oil as it is.
They sound delicious.
Oh, but they are.
Are we talking petroleum oil or like
Oh no, it's just
virgin olive oil?
it's just crude.
Yeah, so petroleum type oil. I
Uh, that's-
assume that's how you cook the fish. You just like get out a lighter, just set the petroleum on fire, and let the fish cook itself.
Pull them straight out of the Gulf, light them on fire, and you have cooked fish right there while you're fishing.
Yeah, it seems like you could really steam in, seal the juices in that way with like a flash cooking.
Flash fry on the outside.
Yeah,
Also cooking.
I would be a little worried about the flavor.
As you should be.
Anything else going on with you, Jeff?
Nope.
Are you
It
prepared to
stopped
level
raining
tonight?
at least. Yes, I am.
Excellent. I see you keep saying you want to go anti-paladin, so I want to make sure that you survive now. I'm totally fucking GM biased. You're gonna be like one hit point away from dying, and I'm gonna be like, and that's when a man wearing an Arabic like sultan's outfit shows up and is like, "I heal you."
No, he shows up when we save this one. His purpose is not yet fulfilled.
Yeah, of course. He's gonna be the mysterious Moonlight Knight. All right. I don't think anyone's gonna get that reference, so I feel better.
Did you just make a Sailor Moon reference?
I did. Someone did get the reference, which says as much about me as it does about you. I could go into how fucking creepy that guy was. He was like a college student, and she was like 15. He wore a tuxedo in town as his normal outfit. Actually. Just saying. He actually dressed down to fight at night. I'm just saying.
Sailor Moon logic, bro.
Yeah. James, I see you're New Yorking that pizza there. How's that working for you?
It's an ancient technique passed down
from the elders of the Irish section of New Jersey to the boroughs of New York.
I don't know how it got here, but
and from there to Canada. But how from there to Canada?
The sunny beaches of Canada. Yes. Good. I'm good.
Well, the ancient wisdom of New Jersey can travel very far.
Yes.
There's a strong wind.
Via the Jersey Shore.
Is it still cool to hate New Jersey, by the way? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Fuck New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
I fucking hate New
Jersey. I was trying to figure out what effects are still on Venny just now that I'm looking at his token
again.
Oh,
excellent. I have a list. I have a list.
You have a list. Perfect.
You're coming in a little low there, James. I don't know if your mic is pointing.
Oh, no, I have to plug in my headset, but I'm eating, so I won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable.
It'll be a minute.
Okay, you are addicted to Dwarven Fire Whiskey. You have the Vargul Curse. You have 2 hours before you move into Stage 2. You have 0 Wisdom. You have Filth Fever. And you have 1 point of Vargol poison, which is preventing you from getting healed. That 1 point of damage cannot go away until
Yeah, I'm
someone
so
with a
worried about
sufficiently
that.
high caster level can blast past it.
That 1 point of damage is going to kill me.
It probably will be the 1 point of damage that does kill you.
Yeah, now that he said that, it clearly will.
I
We still
am
have
not
2 rooms to
afraid.
go through.
I think you have 1 day before your filth fever kicks in. So, let's see here. Ash, what do you have a green thing on you for? Do you also have filth fever?
I do. Currently, Esh is suffering from wisdom, dexterity, constitution, and intelligence damage. But the only one of those that's still ongoing is whichever the results of the filth fever are.
That seems pretty reasonable. Hey, hey, stop it. Stop. Stop. What the hell are you doing? If you've played StarCraft 2, you know that the roaches in the game sink underneath the ground and then, like, surf underneath it. My cat is currently surfing under the fucking rug.
She seems to be affecting...
She's seriously 3 feet under the rug. Oh. Yeah, I'm not even going to figure that one out. I'm sorry, Jim. What's going on with you?
You mean besides the 4 types of ability damage on Esh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the fact you still have filth fever, which is absolutely going to kill you.
Well, I thought I was going to die from mind fire, so this is an improvement.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We'll find something else to kill you.
Yeah, filth fever. I'm doing interestingly. I am 4 days into a TAing for a course that meets for a grand total of 15 class meetings and is a semester's worth of content. And every day is effectively a week. So in the first 4 days of class that we've just finished today, we've gone through effectively a month's worth of content.
Okay.
Is anyone's brain, like bubbling out of their ears currently?
I'm TAing the class, and that's happening to me. So I can only imagine what the students' experience is. But at least, as the instructor and I were joking yesterday, tomorrow we have a week off of class for the day.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
But it's on witchcraft, so it's oddly appropriate given that I'm playing a witch. So that's been interesting.
Have you picked up any new ideas for your coven yet?
I have not, but I'm still working on the end goal of this course. Again, coming from the instructor, is hopefully, and I quote him, by the end of this course, if I taught you nothing else, Jim, you'll be able to draw on the powers of evil to do your grading for you. So that's what I'm working towards right now.
We don't encourage witchcraft on this stream. We do not hold to the old ways. Now, Wiccans we're cool with, but...
only small differences.
Yet.
Oh,
So that's what's going on in my world.
I don't know where to go from there. I'm going to throw it to Michael. Michael, how are you doing this week?
I am tired. I just got home from work.
Excellent. Well, if your schedule's like everybody else on this stream, you're going to play this, go to sleep, wake up, and go to work again.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
I like being an adult
reasonable.
with responsibilities.
I don't want an adult anymore.
Yeah.
It is kind of overrated.
Only about 40 more years until I'm dead.
I like how you think you're going to live that long, man.
I'm ambitious. I have to make it to at least retirement age, right?
Yeah, because
that's the theory.
And then what? You make it to retirement age, you immediately fall over as soon as your best years start?
I actually retire, yeah, or expire, yeah.
I don't think that's how retirement works. I also don't think that's how death works. I don't think death's like, yeah, sure, whenever you feel like it.
When I decide to die and I die, I'll sure be laughing at you.
Yeah. Okay, Chuck Norris. Death didn't come for Chuck Norris. It knocked on his door and asked politely, Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see here. It looks like DeProot is still suffering there, Michael. Suffering from a small bit of addiction to Pesh,
Oh yes, just a bit.
which, as we've established, is basically a lot like marijuana, but with more hallucinogenic and side effects.
I actually reread the Pesh description.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not actually marijuana.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be because the side effects of Pesh are fucking horrible.
Well, it comes from a cactus,
Well,
right?
the side effects are actually very similar, but it's
Well, you can't die from weed withdrawal, so
that's true. That's true.
It's more
But
like
it's
acid, isn't it? Like you get like hallucinations and stuff.
stop trying to compare it to things. It's Pesh, man. It comes from Catapesh. It's
It's
their
a
main export.
fantastical.
It's literally
drug.
in the fucking name of the country.
Oh,
There's no place called Marijuanaville.
Isn't it on
except
their
like,
flag,
a
too?
fucking
but there is
city title.
Margaritaville. I'm wasting away in
Watch.
Margaritaville.
Looking for your lost shaker of salt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now I need to go to Key West.
I do prefer key lime pie, that's for sure.
Well, it's only like a 2.5 hour trip for me, so.
Yeah, that's good. And then it can be like Dexter, where you get the perfect key lime pie just so you can fucking murder somebody.
mm-hmm.
It's the best I've ever had. Oh.
That sounds like a totally different show.
Right? Nope, now the gears are just turning in my head to take the laptop and the phone and...
So I'm passed right out, right?
Oh yeah, you're unconscious
I'm
laying
like
on the ground.
catatonic /
Yeah.
passed out.
Yeah, you have 0 wisdom, so you are passed out.
Oh yeah, I have 6 wisdom right now. Esh is basically an idiot.
Well, no. Intelligence and wisdom, 2 separate things. You're just Jersey Shore kind of like Snooki.
People could convince you to do basically anything at this point.
Exactly.
But you're smart enough to be like, hey, whoa. I don't need a lighter to set this on fire. I can make fire from my hands.
18 intelligence, 6 wisdom.
Yep.
Like a normal Pathfinder Society character.
Sounds like a lot of them I know.
All right.
It would be 7, wouldn't it?
No, 8's the lowest you can go.
And
You can go
then,
down to 7
and
PFS.
racial mods too.
You can go down to 5 in PFS.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 5 with racial mods.
I just read it.
Just be a dwarf.
I played with a dwarf on Tuesday that had a 5 charisma.
That's my 2-weapon fighter dwarf who just walks around covered in grime.
It was gloriously terrible, that party.
Excellent. Big Super X is back.
Hi, Big Super X.
Now the party can get started. Also, it would be hard to have wrestling tomorrow night if he wasn't around. Alright, so it sounds like instead of us bullshitting for a little while longer, James wanted to pull us right back into the game.
Oh,
Well, fine, James. We're going right back into the game. Previously on Mummy's Mask, the party cleared a lot of stuff. They killed a lot of things. Jeff finally completed the plan to use lots of oil and alchemist fires to blow something up. Literally, like murdering thousands of tiny scarabs and then walking out of it like a fucking badass.
It
and
was
then,
glorious.
Like one-lining when Venny passed, he's like, "Hey, Venny, one-liner." And Venny's like, "Holy shit, that was a good one-liner." I don't remember what the one-liner is, but you can go back and watch it. Mummy's Mask episode 4. Yeah, and then they went upstairs, and there was a tiny planar entity. I don't think they identified whatever it was.
Nobody has planes.
DeProot stayed behind in the entity's room, and it started telling DeProot what to do. The DeProot went and did it, and opened a door. The second door opened, and they were ambushed by a bunch of Vargulls who began beating and eating. The tiny planar entity was trying to whisper in Venny and Charles's ear to get them to kill their friends. But they were like, "Fuck that, I'm making all my whiz saves." And then Venny got beat on a whole lot by pretty much everybody and was poisoned nearly to death.
Oh, and his head's gonna fly off.
Yes, in 2 hours, he is going to start growing his ears into wings or something like that. And
I
he's
thought it
going
was.
to grow a tentacle beard.
I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was 24 hours.
It's
set in.
24 hours before his head pops off and he's dead.
Oh, cool. So we got to drag him
And
into
actually,
the sun.
it's not a full 24 hours. It's 4 1d6 periods.
Ah.
So it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
And just to remind you, as long as he is in sunlight, he will not move any further down. However, it is the afternoon right now. So let's step back into the game.
Cool. So I'm gonna go drag Vinny out into the sun.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, you drag Vinny outside.
I think we're done exploring for the moment.
Why are we
Hey,
not
what-
outside? There's like another door over here and stuff.
Why'd
Oh,
you
there-
take the fruit?
There's a
Oh,
few doors
okay.
over there.
The Prude and Escher are coming. Fine. The Prude and Escher are back in the other room.
No,
Yeah.
wait,
yeah,
Yeah,
Let's
just
split the
split us
party.
up.
stupid questions as I'm following him.
5
If
minutes
you want
in.
death, this is how it happens.
Are we?
Well, I guess I'm gonna go save Vinny while
Charles,
Ash
wait
and
for
the
me.
fruit die.
Wait for me, Sir Charles.
I love the idea of being like, fuck you guys. I'm going to save Vinny. You go die on your own. The Prude's like, okay. The Prude.
The fruit's just like, dude, I gotta go find more Pesh.
I am the Prude.
I think it's I am.
has 2 more sets of doors to knock on.
Yeah, there are, but we kind of need to.
Once he knocks on the doors, then he can leave.
Okay. All right. These doors are in front of this room are open. I don't think anyone's actually been in that room.
No, we didn't.
Would you like to explore?
Yes.
Most of the room's contents have fallen apart or otherwise been reduced to dust by the dry desert air. A foul cloying smell fills the room. It seems like there's a lot of disturbed and destroyed equipment here. It would take you at least 2 minutes to search through it all.
I will do that, which
Okay.
is time for me to take 24, 27 perception.
Yes, you find a small rusted dagger, a handful of marbles, and a small lacquered wooden box.
Oh no, we did search that room last time.
Well, then you've got all that already.
All
Yep.
right. Well,
Is that-
then,
I see the text from last week.
let's go
Okay,
knock on this door.
you knock on that door. You hear nothing.
Open it.
You open it.
Rocks fall, you die.
I am.
It's his last words. Instead of screaming for help, he just very quietly says, "I am." A large lacquered desk, now in poor condition, sits in the center of this room. Bookcases stand along the eastern and southwestern walls, sagging as if ready to collapse at any moment. Their shelves have fallen out, and the piles of dust at their bases are all that remains of books and scrolls that have failed to survive the long years. The lacquered wooden frames of what might have once been divans stretch to the north and south walls, but their upholstery is disintegrated. A single door in the western wall is the room's only exit.
He'll peek his head and be like, "Is anyone in here?"
Can you hear me now?
You hear no answer.
Cool. These doors.
Okay, what are you doing with them?
Knocking on them.
There is no answer.
Open it.
Very well. The walls of this room are decorated with a scenic vista of a river valley running through a desert, resplendent with verdant life and greenery near the shores. Only a few pieces of lacquered furniture remain in this chamber. A faint, musty odor of decomposed wood and fabric lingers in the air. A set of doors stand on the western wall.
He'll do the same thing they did with the last one.
Okay, the body of a human man lies on its back in a small alcove to the east.
Is it moving?
It is not. Its flesh is in a state of decomposition. The head is missing.
Well,
The
that's,
head seems to have been pulled off of it.
Maybe it was one of those things. Oh wait,
Make
I'm
a
not there.
knowledge planes check or a heal check.
Can I use my last question?
What question was that?
Of my 3 questions, I still have 1.
Ah, yes, you're going back through the readings you did back in Ustalov. Sure, What's your final question?
To substitute whatever that planes was for.
Okay. You identify that the victim was a Vargul kissed. He was sick with poison, and ultimately his head flew off of his body. The body seems to be about a year old. So let me ask, what did you research in Ustilov where you could recognize the effects of Vargul poisoning, but not an actual Vargul itself while being attacked?
Well, the Prute and his kind of innocent self found some erotica.
Whoa. Brings new meaning to the term getting head, man.
Wow, thank you guys. This is so far off base. You know, this is basically the dirtiest campaign I run. You guys are fucking drug-using, anti-paladin.
No, our anti-paladin.
You guys are reading your hentai in the fucking library instead of studying for, I don't know, planar invasion.
Hey, it paid off, right?
You're supposed to be, like, studying, you know, anti-undead tactics, and he's literally like,
pretty much.
Oh, boy.
So
All
yeah,
right.
that's where he learned of the Vargul kiss.
Yep. He learned it by reading some anime.
Catching up with the party,
Okay.
I'll be like, house is empty.
Oh, right. We did have the Skulls and Shackles underwear plot. I forgot about that. Probably because I willingly suppressed it in my mind. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Do I want to know what I missed?
Oh, maybe. It was an interesting arc. It just went way sideways from what I had intended. There was some shit about socks. Just... The show gets a lot better the farther along you get. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
Skulls and Shackles was way better after episode 10.
All right, then.
Yep. Alright, you guys all meet up at the front entrance. I guess by now, Charles has finally dragged both Venny and Ash. So he has to...
Well, Ash was...
I didn't know I had to drag Ash.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
assume
so
Ash is
good.
constantly
Ash,
trying to
stupid
wander
question.
off, and you have to, like, hold her hand and be like, no, this way, Ash, this way. I'm trying to have a justification for how Deproot catches up with you, even though he spent 4 minutes looking around.
I was more thinking the fact that I'm constantly having to smack Ash in the back of the head to keep her on
Ash
the right
kept that-
Yeah,
path.
exactly. You have to drag Ash.
But isn't the exit that way? And she's pointing like completely the wrong direction. And don't we like you have to go to like the basement or something or something?
Or something.
Deproot, you walk up during that conversation.
Something, yes.
Apparently, I need to go find my own addiction.
I'm not addicted to anything.
You're
What do you mean
to
addicted?
darkness and power.
You're
What's
addicted
this?
to derpness and power.
What's addiction?
Well, you're
Explain
about to
this
find
foreign
out.
concept to me.
Yeah, how much pest you got left, Deproot?
Tons.
Benny lets out a low moan
You
and
want
his ears
some?
start to flap a little bit.
No, you're in the sunlight. You're fine.
Yeah,
It's
no,
still
Your
affecting me.
disease will not advance as long as you're in the
Supposed to
sun.
like do something with Venny?
Oh, you know what? We've never had any weather effects on any of my streams, have we? Well, you know what happens, actually?
it
Have you ever
begins
watched
to
one of those
rain.
time-lapse videos of the desert where it'll be, like, completely fucking empty, and then all of a sudden there'll just be a storm on top of you out of nowhere?
Yep.
I think that happens. Like, over the course of 5 minutes, the whole town is just drenched. And Venny's
in
disease starts moving ahead again.
The 5 minutes that Deproot's inside searching.
Yep. It goes from being super sunny to, like, pitch black with, like, huge, dark droplets of water. And that's when Venny moans is like when the first one hits his face and then the sunlight gets covered up by the clouds. Yep. Nailed it.
So, which priests are we going to this time? No, maybe we should just pick one temple and keep going to them. Maybe we'll eventually get discounts.
You think that's how it works? You keep showing up, they'll give you discounts because XXX question mark?
Because frequent flyer miles?
I don't know that that's a concept yet. You could certainly invent it.
Look, we've already got the brand, so...
None of you worship any of the temples you visit.
Well, Jim does.
Yeah, he visits the Anubis temple. Except
There
it's
was
not a
a-
temple.
We all know how
It's
great
one
that is.
spellcaster and a back alley on a dark night.
Under the full moon.
I don't know that you would think that that person would give a discount. It sounds like he's in pretty rough as it is. You know,
That
I'm
is
just
very
saying,
true.
the old gods need some coin to keep the worship going.
It's true. It's true.
It is very true.
I love the idea of Esh, like, having this conversation in her mind. Like, she's actually talking to someone who's not real. She's just hallucinating right now. Like, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. They do need
With
coin.
law?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
What are you looking at me like that for, Sir Charles?